And Nick, first of all, you've been part of the Harambee Stars setup. You've seen the gaps that we have at the national team level. How do you believe this partnership and this initiative will help to bridge those gaps?
This partnership only helps us have more players playing at elite level, because this partnership is just about developing players. Then, once you develop the players, they have a shorter pathway. Once we have that shorter pathway, then it's easier to have high quality players playing at the national team level, because we all know that at the national team level, currently we don't have a lot of, I would say, most players playing at the highest league. You can say we just have few, but with this kind of partnership, that means we will have more players playing at an elite level. Because the reason why we insisting on elite level is because at national team level, you only have these players for a few days. So you don't basically have time to start training players. So you expect players at least to just come in and pick in the systems, rather than us having to train the players on what's supposed to do. And that's a bit difference between us and other competing nations, because most of the players are playing in high leagues. They are used to that kind of competition, so it's easier for them to just come in, bring in the system, and it's easier. And that's what we are missing out, because sometimes we find that we are missing on the basics, and we don't have the time to really fix the basics in at the national team level.
You have a really impressive resume when it comes to data. But when you first came to East Africa, I mean, when you transitioned now to being a data analyst as part of the national team, maybe what are some of the gaps you noticed uh, in terms of the use of data and its application as compared to when maybe you were at Saracens?
I think for us, we get excited about the numbers. We don't put the context. Uh, and also, there's also the gap of our national league. Can basically get no reliable data. Because for me, data is not just about the numbers, it's also about the context. If you tell me someone has this number of goals, I need to see the context, I need to see the video, what was the situation. Then for me, I'll be able to make a decision from that. You can't tell me someone ran 15 kilometers and that excites you. So for us, it's about also trying to know what is the story around the data, because data gives you a story, but sometimes the story can lie. So you need to be able to give the full picture, and so that's something that probably we've really struggled as a national team, because we don't have that consistency in terms of getting reliable data, and also to have a league data that is consistent. That if I know today I pick this metric, after a few months I can still pick the same metric and give them the assessment that I need. Yeah. So I think we are honestly a way back. We are utilizing, like I can say, 10% of what we need to utilize in terms of data analysis. But yeah, we are heading in the right direction. A few years back, people didn't know what I was doing, but at least now people at least know what is data analysis, and I can see more people also doing it, which is a good thing.
Let's talk about your PhD, if I'm not wrong. And
Yeah.
I've seen you have majored on one particular aspect. Let's briefly, you could just tell us about it.
My PhD is about recruitment analysis, because my MSc, I did the same thing on recruitment analysis, trying to look at players that were recruited into English Premier League, trying to see what is the success rate being recruited from non-league or from away from the top four leagues, to seeing how was the success rate. The success rate was good. Then I realized that, like, there's a gap within the recruitment analysis area. So I'm going deeper to still analyze the same. I want to know which specific matrices do top clubs look when it comes to recruiting specific players. I look at midfielders, I look at strikers, I look at defenders, and be able to know, for you to be successful, what matrices do you need to focus on as a player.
You are part of the delegation that joined Harambee Stars in coach Benny McCarthy on the player finding mission in Europe. Maybe how was data informed in terms of this player profile as well as the needs of the Kenyan national team when it comes to the competition?
See, for players playing abroad, it's easier for us because you just need to have a white scout account. which we use that helps us now at least monitor most of these players. So it's just a matter of trying to see which player is playing where, then we're able to pull their data. Then it's easier for us to at least now make that one-on-one a meeting and also present the vision that we have, and that exactly what we are trying to do. And hopefully we'll just be continuing doing the same thing.
Also, congratulations on your appointment in the National Olympic Committee. Maybe what does your role entail?
It's supporting the national team, like the Team Kenya, in terms of preparing for LA 2028, just trying to make sure that they have an ecosystem that's built on data. So I'm just supporting other federations to make sure that they have an, let's say like a department in data analysis. So yeah, so we started, and potentially very soon we'll be starting our first high performance center, which is been accessible to every federation in Kenya. Yeah, whereby they can just go there. We'll be doing our analysis there. We'll be doing our assessment there to help them so that we can have more medals in 2028 in LA.
Yeah, okay. So I think I was to actually ask the final question was how is the success rate of the vision of sending the players abroad? Are there other players you're still considering? And maybe the plan for maybe developing some of the local based players who they try to talented, but they've not yet gotten that platform to expect themselves.
I'd say the success of trying to talk to the abroad one was not quite as what we expected, but yeah, we keep on trying. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, it's yeah.